Don't give up. Keep on. There is a crown waiting for you one day, and you'll be able to get something like that. So instead of religion coming in to tell people that these things you are doing is not right, be careful, and they trying to correct things, they rather tell them, oh, there is afterlife somewhere. Even if things are not happening today, you will be able to enjoy life in the near future. That is what the instead of concentrating on humans' life and concentrating on human welfare here, religion preaches about wealth after death. Yes. So Isa, I see your hand up.
Yes, I want to see. There's a writing. I don't know whether I'm the one who is not seeing it well. When you look at the where you said, therefore, religion is it a sign or walaikum salam. Is it a sign or sigh? I
The
saw the
sigh,
sign of, yeah,
sigh,
sigh.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
So the sigh of the oppressed, the oppressed creature,
Yes,
the feeling of a
okay.
heartless world. Ah. So it will just come in there to now help you forget all your problem. Just tell you, oh, just calm down. That's why the Kalmar's definition goes that it is the opium of the masses, where you are injecting the opium so that people will forget their problems. It's like today, people clinging to alcoholism because they think that if they get drunk, they forget all their problems. That is what religion does. And in the classroom too, it is possible that some of these conflicts will erupt there. Some of these conflicts will happen then. And the best way we can do that is know where all of these conflicts are just coming from and be able to get the problem. So we have educational implications, and our attention as teachers have been called to the fact that we need to consider that in the classroom there are individual differences in the classroom, and no matter what happens, we need to be able to satisfy each and every class member. There are individual differences in there. Don't say this person, your level of understanding is very low, and so I will not regard you low. That shouldn't be the case. We are rather expected all, to love all equally. That's where we talk about um, unconditional positive regard, where we are supposed to respect everyone. So teachers should consider individual differences in their classroom by then taking the needs of the students or the people you are teaching into consideration. We need to respect them. We need to respect everyone in the classroom. So in a classroom, you will talk to someone, you are teaching the same group of people, but someone is paying attention, someone is not paying attention. Even if all of them are paying attention, because we have the individual differences, there is no way they can give you an answer. And for that matter, you, the teacher, you are supposed to make room for all the people so that they will feel that they belong. If you don't do such things, it will contribute to conflict. It will contribute to conflict. There are some comments you don't need to make. I think we shall get there. We shall get there. There are certain comments you don't need to be talking about. And then you see, oh, these people, you are like this. On ethnic background and religious background, you are supposed to be very careful with some comments you have been making. So teachers, questions and examples should cater for all the classes, all the people in the class. Yes. Who is this? Uh yeah, teacher Jumano, wallahi talhaye. Why are they, Papa? It's not easy. Yes, it's not easy. Teaching is not for the play. That is why I've always been saying that teachers, wherever I find myself, teachers should take the highest salary on this planet because the kind of work they are doing, especially those teaching at the church, where they have attention deficits. You are teaching them, then they are thinking about different things. You don't know what they are thinking about. Teaching, impacting someone's life is not an easy task as people see it to be. It's not for the weak. So whatever we are doing in the classroom, we need to ensure that we cater for all the students in the classroom, since they are all coming to, they are coming from the society. You see, there are times when in the SHS and the, no, I should say JHS, yes, SHS, JHS, and the primary day, you see parents and the elderly siblings, they coming around to fight on behalf of the students. So whatever we are doing there, we should be aware that people are just watching us. We should be aware. There are times you see or you hear this teacher is being threatened by these people and that, because the community has a role to play in the night. And that point is saying that the teacher or teachers should avoid discrimination to prevent conflict. We need to avoid discrimination, and discrimination comes in so many forms. We have religious discrimination, gender, we have ethnocentrism, yes. We have so there are so many forms of discrimination out there, and we all need to do that. Racism, even racism is part of discrimination. Okay. So we need to be able to solve all of these problems. We need to find way to handle some of these problems to be able to live peacefully with our students. Yes, I see your hand up.
Yes, I don't know whether what I'm seeing is true. But what I see realize with the educational implications, as far as the teaching, the this and the psychologists are concerned, most of them are related. I don't know whether that is my own thinking, because when you consider a lot of them, it's like they are talking about the same thing, maybe with a minor difference. I don't know. We want clarity so that maybe that can help us to study. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. So they are alike, but they are alike in the sense that all of them are related to one concept. So it's like we have a big elephant there that we are trying to, all of us are trying to find a way to carry it. You see, so this is what we are all doing. One is saying that we need to avoid discrimination. One is saying that in order for us to prevent conflict, we need to answer questions clearly to reflect whatever the person is asking and it's related to the person's context. Someone is saying that we also need to consider individual differences. Maybe because you may think all of them are the same, you may end up rushing things and you so all of them are, that's why I'm saying that all of them are one thing, they are related to a main concept, that's conflict. Then they are also different on their own. The use of group work is different from discrimination. You get it? So group work is where you are putting your learners in different groups and categories and then be able to allocate tasks to all of them so that all of them contribute to such things in the classroom setting. So they are not the same. But when talking about they being the same, they are the same because all of them are talking about conflict. Is that okay?
Yes, sir, it's
What
okay, sir.
other what other educational implications aside this for can you talk about? if we want to prevent conflict in the classroom, what other ways can you think? Do you think we can solve that? We can achieve that? Oh, no one. Okay. All right. So think about it. Think about the question I've asked you. Now I want to look at feminism. Feminism or feminism. So it is the struggle against sexism or discrimination. So you see, I spoke about discrimination based on someone's gender. Uh, so for discrimination, for this one, there is a possibility that the individuals are going to suffer in the hands of, let's say, individual ladies are going to suffer in the hands of giant men out there. And so it's a way we are going, if we want to solve conflicts in the society, it's a way we will have to see to it that it is balanced, or we prevent the problem that are likely to happen in there. And so Marx has said that society has a history of class struggles. We have seen that within the society there are two groups of people: those who think you've eaten and didn't give me some, and so I hate you. There are those. And aside this struggle, there's also sex struggles, because the essence of these classes presupposes private ownership of the means of production and monogamy and other issues we can talk about. So aside the struggle, the historical struggles, there's also struggle saying that, oh, because you are a female or because you are a male, you are not supposed to do this. So these are the possible causes of some of these struggles. And within the society, the conceptualization of sexism depends on the basic assumption about human nature, the society, and the kind of relationship that underline the behavior that people are supposed to demonstrate. And so men and women, you see, are not all that the same. They are not considered to be the same, in the sense that men are seen to possess some innate abilities that are above them, and women are also different from that regard. And that is what women will do. Let's say even in the biological makeup, you see that men are different from women. And so that is it. Today I was just watching. Is it? There's one lady. Is it Ohima? No, it's not. It's not Ohima nursing. But then she was talking about what men can do. That a man can just meet a lady right now and say, "Hey, I like you." The person wouldn't know where the lady is coming from, but will just move on and go and have an affair with the lady in question without bothering about it. And so, when I was there, I said, this is why men at times die early than women, because for men they are not afraid of anything. They are able to take some unnecessary risk. So this also explains why men die early. So generally, you see that men die early as compared to women. Okay, so that is it. So when you look at the men, you see that men are aggressive and females are very weak. They are emotional. They are also submissive. But today, this gender stereotype is being taken away, and we also see women empowerment, gender equality, and some of these things are all setting in. And so women have power. That submissiveness is something that we are lacking. But then when you pick the Bible, The woman is asked to be submissive to the husband, and the husband will also love her. But that is not happen. That's not the case. So sex differences in power and in social participation are conceptualized. Mhm. They are conceptualized as consequences of inherent differences that actually exist between men and women. Yeah, so if you see that someone is exercising this authority, then it's as a result of the societal authority and powers that have been given to these sexes. And you're thinking, oh, biologically or by nature, women are weak, they are that. So no matter what happens, it is possible that all of these things, these ideas will contribute to conflicts in the society. So sexism, that is we looking at the superiority in one sex as an emerge as a product of social organization. And for that matter, men and women are different and they have different powers and social participation because they are socialized differently. They are socialized differently. So because of some of these things, because there is a possibility that there is going to be unequal treatment to both parties, it is possible conflict will happen. So socialization is a term, of course, that the process of functional differentiation and division of labor. And so for Marx, he's saying that the sociology presents competing ideologies and ideologies and material explanation to some of these reasons why we see conflict happening in the community. There are individual differences in there, and these are coming from the society. And so, if we are able to regulate all of these things, there will be normalcy. There will be normalcy. That is why Marxism asserts that man is the ensemble of social relation. So man is an embodiment of all social things. That's why in some communities, you could see a lady after finishing serving food, or just come and tell you, please, I am done. Oh, will you come and share the food? Will you come and share? Some of them have been sending the food to their husbands for them to share the food. And that negate the notion of isolated human nature and affirm the inextricable unity between the persons and the nature. Some of these things are bound to happen. They'll tell you, I am the man of the farm, I'm the man of the house, and whatever you want me to do, I am in charge. You cannot tell me what you want me to do. And so understanding sexism rests upon the exploration of its history and other things. So what we are saying is feminism is just coming in to tell us that there are some unequal treatments that are meted out to individuals, and it's not nice. It doesn't help. And so the understanding and conceptualization of sexism today presupposes an understanding of its place within the capitalist mode of production. And he went on to explain it, blah, 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 spoke about so many things. So in a community, it's possible that women will be placed somewhere. They will not be in charge of production. They wouldn't be involved when it comes to producing anything. So a theoretical analysis of the position of women in the capitalist mode of production and determination is one of the divisions that we can talk about the capital under the capitalist society whenever we are talking about some of these things. That women are placed somewhere when they are supposed to be tenant. So how will you take it if all of a sudden the woman comes and tell you that, oh, I am the one in charge of production. I am the one. Everything, all the machines, all the factories are mine. So that's that. And a discussion of some of the political implications of that analysis of the present and the future goals of the feminist. That one too is part of it. And so this knowledge, you having in mind that even when it comes to production, there's a possibility that people could exercise some unequal treatment to one of the genders, and especially women at the suffering end. I should put it that way. We will be able to balance things. And so knowledge of this will help you, the teacher, to adopt different strategies so as to satisfy people with different interests. And so this one to talks about individual differences, and of course we also have individual abilities. We also having knowledge of this theory, that feminism, uh, will help us to ensure that girls are included in school portfolios. We include ladies in there. There are some churches today who will tell you, hey, you are not anything, you don't have any power. So we will not give you any role. Meanwhile, you can see that some of the ladies will be doing better. They are doing better than what their counterpart males are doing. But then it has become something like a status quo, that this is what is done. You don't have any say. So they will end up pushing people somewhere. And so girls will be included in the school positions and churches. And we told when that is done, gender equality will be attained. And the teachers too will be able to understand individual differences. Just like I have been explaining, that we have different ways of learning, different ways of understanding. And we will be able to you through this knowledge, you'll be able to understand that, oh, even within men and female, within men and women, there are differences in there. Again, it will help the teachers to know the essence of putting people into classes or groups, put them there so that they will be able to benefit from each other. Then, of course, the theory also helps teachers to avoid indoctrination in their teaching. And indoctrination here is a form of imposing your beliefs and your teachings on people who don't subscribe or who are not willing to accept it. Mostly those who are weak, we tend to be giving them such things. It's like we want to force them to learn. And so if we want to be able to prevent conflict, we need to also avoid indoctrination. Don't just go there to impose. Because you think you are the one in authority today, you can force people to do whatever you want to do. You want them to do for you. But trust me, when they get their chance, you will suffer much. When they get the chance, they will punish you mercilessly, and you will not be in the position to do such a thing. That is it. Any question, any contribution? Yes, whose hand is up? Shaisa.
Yes, sorry, I was praying. I just joined, but what I saw is that I don't know whether we can talk about it encourages Jesse.
It what?
Jesse encourages Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse. Yes, please.
What is Jesse?
Gender equality and social inclusion.
Hey. Hmm. Okay, so what? How do you explain that?
Yeah, I think when you talk of this thing, whenever you use the feminist approach or whatsoever, would encourage that teacher who is handling people with different sex orientations
Mhm.
to ensure that they are not marginalized. They
Okay.
are being part of the class. So we call it gender equality because in a class, nobody is above the other. Everybody is treated equally. Then the socially, it means that all of them will be included. The same task will be given to them, and for that matter, mix them together and let them do work together and include that is inclusivity and so on. That is what we call gender equality, social inclusion, as far as the feminism approach is concerned. I think that is
Oh,
what I
okay.
wanted to first
Oh, okay.
say.
Okay. Thank you so much. So here we are just looking at the implications. How will this help you as a teacher in your practice or in your work of imparting people's knowledge? All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now we move on to the unit 6, and here we are talking about the role of religion in society. The role of religion in society. Is religion supposed to cause harm or is supposed to do good? You see, someone will say, oh, religion is good, it's a good thing. And so we expect it to be promoting something worthwhile. But we know that it creates both good and bad energy. Say, sir.
Yes, sir. The question is religion good or it is causing harm? I
Yes.
wanted to say it's relative. I wanted to say it's relative in that religion, in as far as it's human centered, is supposed to encourage unity among people and try to help people to do away with all kind of tensions and try to
Okay.
bring about what I call moral uprightness of people. In as
Okay.
far as those particular things are done, even in addition, it's supposed to also reduce conflict. The same
Uh-huh.
religion is also responsible for some of the conflict because we have even religious conflict called either inter or intra. Inter
Okay.
is from different between different religions, whereas the intra is between one religion but having different sects altogether and fighting among themselves. Even it can be in the same sect, but because of a little doctrinal differences, and that is what that is what it can cause. Now go back to the Reformation, the Protestant Reformation. It's a religion. But at the end of the
Take
day,
us there. Take us there. Take us there.
how many people lost their lives for the fact that they came out with different idea where it is not. Look at what happened to Martin Luther and his people. Even says Stephen. I think when you look at the Stephen, they stoned him to death because of the differences in religion. So we are seeing this particular. And besides, two people are also using religion as a means to extort what we call siphon money illegally from people. Go back to the sales of indulgence and so on and so forth. I think there are many things. That's why I said it is relative. The fact
Okay.
that religion is positive somewhere, some places too is negative. And then some of the practices of religion, especially where people human sacrifices and so on. In fact, it's not anything we should encourage and so on and so forth. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we come to Glackman, and Glackman is talking about religion and the African family. Today, families have been divided as a result of some of these things. There are some men of God who will tell you, "Oh, God is saying this, God is saying that," and there is nothing you can do about it. They will tell you your mom is the one who is harming you. Your mom has bewitched you and that and that. So you see that it is causing conflict in there. Okay. So Glackman engaged with social conflicts and cultural contradictions of colonialism, again with racism and urbanization. And he saw that these are the things that have been causing problems in the community. And so for him, he combined the British schools structure, that they are functionalism, with that of Marx. And he was able to come up with how colonialism has been creating divisions and problems in a given community. So he argued that the African and the European communities formed a single social system. He argued that when you're looking at these people, they all formed one main system. So if it's like the extended family, that is what all of them emphasize based on structural unity. Now, Glackman was known for his research in the Zululand, that in South Africa, and as part of that, he saw the ritual. He saw the ritual of conflict in Africa, and the description of rite of passage, expressing social conflict among various Africans, and made various suggestions about how all of the individuals they should work to be able to succeed. And so Marx discussed the rite of passage involving rebellion against authority, among others. That's, if you're looking at it critically, religion has just come in to spoil certain things. So that's why I say he discusses rights involving rebellions against authority among societies of Southeast Africa. He was looking at all those things, and he saw that no, it's not good. That religion cannot just come in to break us. Religion cannot just come in to spell things for us. And so he postulated that there are a number of classes that are distinctive events, and all of these have been causing conflict in a society. And he spoke about rituals of rebellion, in which rules concerning individual towards authority are seemingly abrogated temporarily. That within the African themselves, within the people who study themselves, anything that is supposed to bring mayhem or confusion is thrown somewhere. You see what they were doing. Anything that was causing confusion was supposed to be thrown somewhere. So if you see that this thing wouldn't help us, because we as Africans, we want to promote what is ours. They were always hibernating most of the things. They were hiding them. They were hiding most of the things that were, or they were just throwing them away. And so these things that by the right of rebellion, these rights were seeing rulers and chiefs as enemies, and they were being criticized, and they were being threatened by their subjects and other things. And so, for example, when kings are ritually reviled and threatened, the aim is never to subvert the institution of kingship. Only the individual ruler is the target of the heat. And these things were all not helping in achieving the target of the entire society. And so if that's the best way forward, then they have to find a way to bring some normalcy, establish some calmness in there. And so he also studied that rituals of rebellion. Again, within the rituals of rebellion, Glackman gave us an example of how females were being rebelled against males. That's why it says Glackman's example of the ritual of rebellion of females against males consists of rite in which women appear naked. So you see, we are talking about the Zulu community, and let's say the South African community, although it's not the South African community in general, but then when you go there, you see that this discrimination we're talking about and feminism issue, sexism issue we're talking about, when you pick that community black man study, you could see that one way or the other, there was some discrimination done against women. I don't know whether you have seen such videos, such pictures before, where they are, in fact, all their tops are showing. They'll be wearing some toma and things like the rituals. Sorry, the Depot festival that we used to. In fact, it's not used that we practice in Ghana here when you go to Krobo. But then he saw that to be a form of ritual of rebel. And Zulu co-wives wear the clothes, that's the clothing of their deceased husband during his funeral. And there is implication for that. That if you consider you are going to wear someone clothes, do you know the person? Do you know if the person? Do you know what killed the person? And now you are being asked to go and wear something. So medically, they see that to be not good. Yes. So Isa.
Yeah, I have a problem with what the whites are seeing or this particular person is seeing with the Zulu community. They are seeing these particular things. But what if you go to the sorry, they are complaining that our women are naked. But what is happening at the beaches? That one is not about nakedness. You see, whatever the white man is doing, they think that one is better. But when Africans are doing the DS, they think the African one is what will I call it? It is bad.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
justifying the fact that their way of dressing is approved. But the same why that are talking, where he is, that person is also coming from. They even do the Western. Sometimes you even see people walking completely naked. I think there were some festivals, you see them riding bicycles completely naked. They are not talking completely. These people will even cover the distance, but both male and female, they will be walking together. And nobody cares about the nakedness of the other. You see, I have a problem where some people come to a particular place and think that what you are doing is inferior. That's the word. They think you are inferior, they are superior. This is where I also have. When it comes to the criticism, I think it will be a criticism against that particular thing. Thank you very much.
yes. So these are some of the things we are all preaching against. That even in a community, ladies are suffering some of these things. Yes, they are suffering some of these things. So, in discussing rite of passage of the Nachusa people, Wilson, who is one of the sociologists and anthropologists, has also expressed what has been cited as an example of rebellion in rituals in Africa. And here we see judgment that he spoke about, judgment that women feel hostile toward men seem assured when rituals allow or expect women to insult, deride, and find fault with men. So you see, religion has just come in, and today we are having some of these conflicts everywhere. We are having some of these conflicts. These women empowerment and other things. So I'll tell you, religion has come in and is now thwarting. Although Western education, don't let us forget that Western education, they are all in to cause big harm. Western education. So some of these things for today, nowadays you see a lady and it appears, oh, or the ladies, whenever they are talking, it appears they see men to be their great adversaries, their great enemies. But must that be the case? Again, Wilson described family quarrels as an example. And all of these things are contribution made by religion. They are contribution made by religion. And so we continue to read and we see that, oh, in fact, there are so many, we don't have stability. It's like we live in constant confusion, constant hostility in the society. And this is as a result of religion. So expression of hostility in ritual form are congruous with social life that are highly organized socially and politically. Then where other safety valves are inadequate, the two ritual expressions of hostility seem most acceptable in society. So for us to be able to prevent all of these things, at least we also need to be promoting the empowerment, but let us all know our roles. A man, respect your wife, love her. That is what is expected of you. A woman, respect your husband, show him care, love him, support him. And when we are able to do all of these things, we are likely going to have our peace of mind. We're going to have our peace of mind. If you don't make things so fragile and we keep on pressing hard, someone will just break our hands and go their way. Okay. So that is it. So having in mind this issue about we have inequality in the classroom, religion coming in to set people against others, some rituals, performance being performed are turning against, are making people appear to be evil, creating that kind of hostile environment. Call our attention as teachers to what we also need to do. That's as teachers, we need to remove all hindrances, all barricades that are making it so difficult for people to mingle and also to contribute and also to enjoy their life in the community. And in the community, the school is part of it. So we need to remove everything. If there is something in the classroom that you, the teacher, you are doing and you know it's not helping your learners, try to remove such things. Try to stop them. Let us be preaching, be talking in support of some of these things. Last time ago, one of your mates, is a person a switch student? Yeah, I think so. A person called me that he's around 50 years and is at Volta and want to find out if he could do his master's or something of that nature. I said, yeah, you need to do it. Try to leave a legacy. Try to leave a legacy. People don't know some of these things. There are people out there. And so if you are thinking you are 50 years, there is something you can do. Let people understand what goes into removing some of these obstacles that are likely to make learning and teaching so difficult for people to stay in there. So it is time for instructional period, and we see a student roaming about. Or let's say it's time for people to go for off-campus teaching practice, but they don't like going. There are so many factors that may be contributing to such things. It may be that in the school where the person is having the exercise, maybe there are some people there who are making the person uncomfortable. It may be that the person negligence or laziness is a factor. It may be that the person didn't doesn't know what goes into it. It may be that the person is procrastinating. It may be that uh, the person is not seeing success. It may be that the person does not have money to go to the field to go and exercise some of these things. So when that happens, as teachers, we need to create some of this environment. Maybe your student is not coming to class because there are people there, the students there are have been teasing him or her because he is the one who gets, let's say, the least grade. Is the person gets the least grade whenever you are whenever you give them an assignment. For that matter, the person is not happy to come to the classroom. You see, so we need to remove some of these things. It may also be that the person is going through some psychological trauma, or when the person wants to contribute, when the person contributes in class, you are not content with anything. That is how come the person is not coming to class. And so you have to create that serene and welcoming environment for them to be able to come in. The teacher should study their cultural background. I think I've been talking about these sometime that there are people from different cultural backgrounds and religious backgrounds who are coming in to your class. So you don't go there to speak against anyone of them. If you do that, you just push them away. You just push them away. It shouldn't be a culture of rebellion or any hostility that you, because this person is from this culture and you hate such culture, you wouldn't even invite the person to contribute in class. The person raises their hand to come and to contribute, and you say, hey, my friend, say sensible thing. Says, once I've given you the chance, I want you to say something sensible today. If you keep on saying such things, you put people away from your class. Teachers should be agents of socialization. Uh-huh. So socialization is a process where we are passing on our culture and our beliefs from one generation to the other. Comfort, do you don't want to share with us?
Sir, I'm saying that my JHS for my cons madam that woman
Yes.
huh. Sir, let me leave it like that
Oh,
because
just just
that
just say it.
woman.
Just share with us.
The example you gave, you know, say the same thing. As soon as you raise your hand, as for me, they were be, but as soon as they raise their hands, you are not. You should be like you're not going to say anything sensible. You just waste our time. Yes, next person. Like, oh, oh.
Oh, so the
So
moment you
my
feel
class, they didn't like her. They didn't like her. They were saying bad things about her. Somewhere, there's okay. They were always insulting her behind her back.
oh, I see. So Isa,
Yes, sir. I think what Madam is saying, you go to most classes, you meet them. The tutor that taught us educating individual with special needs in the college,
yeah.
late Debuguri, he said it's not everybody who is a teacher. There are people are in the class that don't have business doing there. He is not a teacher because he is supposed to be there to encourage, not to discourage.
Yeah.
But with this particular statement, somebody can go to the class and the fellow will never come. It will go out and will never come back to the class again.
Yeah.
They are there. So you do that and discourage. At the end of the day, maybe the time, what the fellow is going to say, you cannot read the fellow's mind. The fellow
Mm,
would get up. We have many people who are in class. When they time they get up, they don't say anything. You would think that they don't say something, listen, but there's a way you tell them, oh, this is an answer to a different question. You encourage the fellow. But if you do this one, you demoralize the fellow. You will see that the fellow will not like to be talking again. Because when such a child just get up always, you see the children start laughing. It's being caused by some of the teachers. He is not a
mm,
teacher. He doesn't have business doing that. You see, when
mm,
those things are there, when those people are, realize, when you realize that you have such teachers quickly draw the attention of the authorities, and then they will come and observe and see if it means that they encourage them, they should do it. Sometimes he said those particular teachers, they are not called teachers, that they are called poisonous teachers. Because at the end of the day,
wow.
before we realize, yes, they will poison
For
the
me,
students.
I call
They
them
will
Conco
think, well,
teachers. Conco.
thank you, I have gotten yours too. He called them poisonous teachers because they are there to discourage people. At the end of the day, they would kill potentials of people. Thank you. I think let's not be among them. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for your contributions. So, religious and moral education teachers should ensure tolerance in the classroom. We need to be accepting other people's view. Then there should be social control class. That's we need to be able to control our students. We need to be able to control them, just to be able to help them learn how to be under authority. Okay. The hostility is so much, it's too much. It's not the fault of the child to be born and to be brought under your feet. And the fact that you don't want to be a responsibility or you don't want to um, be there without having something to do doesn't guarantee or that doesn't make you say that you are going to just make people suffer. That's not right. It's not the best. They didn't call you to come and teach. You assess yourself and you will say that you can teach them. So don't go and control anyone there. Don't go and make anyone see pain. It's not nice. Okay. Then we come to religion and social status. Religion and social status. That's we are still talking about the role of religion in society. And this we're going to talk about Max Weber. We told he was a precocious child. Let's see. So in 1905, we told he worked on what we call the Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. He also contributed to we caring for the needy and also ensuring that people's wealth are in their own coffers and they use it for whatever they want to do. Uh, okay. So a brief history. I told he was born in 1864 and he grew up. When he grew up, he was bored with school and disdained his teachers. But then, devout classic, he was interested in classic literature. That's when he was trying to discover who he was. Although he disliked his teachers so much, maybe he was not doing things, and the things the teachers expected him to do were also not in line with their expectations. So, and for that matter, they will hate him. So they didn't like him. We told he went to the University of Berlin and spent one semester there at Göttingen. Is it Göttingen? We told he passed the bar exams. I'm sure he was a lawyer. The bar exam in 1886, and he earned his PhD in 1889. Gradually, I am also on it. Oh, okay. So gradually, I'm also on it. I'm sure one day people will be talking about my biography like this. Yes. And he completed his habilitation thesis. That is the name of the work he did. We told Max Weber became an outspoken person, a critique of Max Weber. And he sees property as a whole picture. He's short-sighted that whatever property you see here today wouldn't be there for long. And it is true. We have been saying that, for properties like cars, they are not property. In fact, they are, you cannot say that they are assets. They are reliability. Business students who understand it. I'm sure religion students, you also understand it. You are saying, for if you are religion, professor, you don't understand, you're not understanding English, but it's not true. There are some people who write, and whenever you see their writing, they are English major. You see, and it's going and it's coming. It's a matter of learning. Yes. So liability here means something that is depending on you, or is taking your precious resources. Then asset is something that is bringing you peace of mind, something that is bringing you money in business term. So something like a car, you don't consider it to be an asset, although it may be giving you money, but at a point in time it will be taking money from you. But it's very good we all engage in business. If you have the resources, please try to do business. If you are in a village too, don't just be there. You can have some backyard farming. Of course, you can also have some, you can have a farm itself. You can do that to be able to get money, some additional money. Even if the farm can feed you, you can save something. Instead of going to buy cassava, going to buy corn, going to buy plantain, if you have a farm, I think you can be able to use that. You can be able to keep it. And so for Karl Marx, for Max Weber, he says social class is actually made up of 3 components. A social, what makes up a social class, or what we say that, this person is great or this person is that, it's 3 things. Property. Yes, so today we talk about Dangote. We talk about Kwame Despite. We talk about his brother. All of them have money, social class. If you don't have some, just forget. If you don't have some. The social class, your money, your prestige, and your power, they will tell you. That's why all government appointees, anytime they come on board, they tell them, declare your assets. So if you want to let people be bowing down to you, it depends on what you have, the property. How many lands do you have? How many cars do you have? How many houses do you have? Do you have a home? Do you know a home is different from a house? Good. So property is one of the things that determines one's class, prestige. Are you famous? So the yes, so you are the first batch I'm talking. I am not talking with you about this. The military police guy, the warrant officer, William Hwang, is it minister who was abusing the pharmacist? I am told he works at the Flagstaff House. He's a popular guy over there. Power. Oh, that man is not normal. How? So he has power. He is he is famous because he's a guide. He's a guard. He's a guard in a chief in a presidential residence. The whole Ghana. Oh, but 65 cities. 65 cities. So yes, we accept that it is just 60, it is just your sweat, your blood, your toil. But 65 cities. You see, there are times we need to be lenient with certain things. That's how I see it. Now, if you don't take care, your job will be taken from you. If you don't take care, you can go to prison for some time. If people want to drag this issue, the 65 cities now has turned into something big. It's a big investment. This one, if you don't pay, it wouldn't be less than 100,000 Ghana cedis for the damage you've caused. Yes, so I side with you. That he just wanted to show that he has power. And look at where the power has ended him. Oh, no, it's not. In fact, it pains me. It pains me. 65 cities. Must only 65 cities cause you to just go and beat someone because they think you have power. And look at where you have seen yourself. Not long ago that we were all sympathizing and empathizing with the armed forces that this military plane crash, we are all sympathizing, and look at what you are doing. Look at the kind of hatred you are causing for the profession. Now we civilians, we see you as valors, as some of them to be bad people, and so you need to tread cautiously with them. You see. So that's it. Comfort.
So I think those military men, like I said, that's their attitude, though. Because yes,
Comfort
because
to
one
not caught up. I'm not the one who said it.
say no cre ah omo ye bibi dodo twi no pomba omo ye dodo wɔ country mu. I think there's this a video be where this man has been beaten, like when you see the mouth alone it is swollen. No, oh Charlie, just
It will be
because
like pomo.
yes, just because they were coming, they were in a traffic, and then they expected the man to park somewhere for them to pass, and he didn't do that. Just because of that, they came out of their car and then gave it to him. It's not nice. Well, because that wasn't captured on CCTV, so it wasn't a bad. But because this was captured on CCTV, you see how far the news
Yes, has reached or has gone to.
Oh, Makampom, but thank you, sir, for adding the. They like that. One a mistake be added, one mistake be added. They are soldiers. They are so what?
I mean, we have told them obey before complain. Obey before complain.
So, and no, we the post if you say me but
Oh yeah, it is possible. It is possible. He will be redundant. They will take off his job from him. It's possible, or he will pay him sums of money. Now the person has betted and has chopped full sum of money. Mhm. Now, if you just want to do something, allow yourself to be beaten up.
they are saying that the customer, the lady who was also beaten, her dad is a high something something officer in the military, them and them. So the issue is not a small issue. I think the guy will lose his job. Cry.
Yeah. His father holds a very big portfolio position in the military, and he is part of their council currently. But then someone they will not also they will not also consider that to give justice. He deserves whatever he has done, whatever he engaged himself in, he will get it. Uh, that's it. So, according to Max Weber, people are put into classes based on their property, their prestige, and their power. Power is very sweet too. You let the president come here right now. If you don't take it, and they say UCC, don't do this. Hey, I remember in 2019 when my family members had come for my graduation, first year, and that's undergraduate graduation, and they hadn't been here before, and they wanted to come. So the VC's entrance, you see, you can use that place. If you're on UC campus, you can use it and come straight to the library and continue to the diaspora, that's the town, the, the university town. Now they came and my they wanted to just come here, but come and see these people. School, how do you call it? The school security were saying no, we will not allow them to go. We should go and use the other side. I said, these people are going to Accra, and you are just here telling them that. And so I saw how power was shown. If the VC is coming to do something, you see the way people will be shaking. If we should say so, this tells you how prestige and power is putting people into class. If you don't have anything, don't be bothered about it at all. Don't think they can do anything better for you. You will be in the last class. It once happened to a lady. This lady happened to be a nurse. Now the nurse, the hospital she was taken to didn't know that she was a nurse. On the Cape Coast Accra Road, there was an accident, and it was this only lady who was a survivor, and they had to protect her. When she was taken to the hospital, they just left her. Oh, just be there. So probably they were thinking, what does she what will she have? Is she having money? Is she popular? What power does she have? So they left her there. Then later on, when they discovered that, oh, this lady is a nurse, is a medical person, let's attend to her. That time she was gone already, and it was too late. And so intervention, they regretted their action. So to Weber, wealth or property is is certainly significant in determining a person's standing in society. Please get money, get money, get legit money, money. That is why I was telling you that try to, as teachers, if you are posted to a village, don't say that I am doomed or someone hates you. That's why they've posted you there. Try to use the opportunity to get some of it because it determines your class in society. Your money determines your class. Funny enough, I went for supervision in the Kwatia. Every money be money, but blood money no be money. Blood money be blood money. Oh yeah, money
Yes, I
appears.
saw it's money.
Pardon?
So it's money. You added money, right? Blood money. It's money.
Blood money made out of blood is not money. It's blood money, and it is evil money. It's not good. NSS money is not money. That money is not money. It is cheating money. Using buffer stock money is not money. It is evil money. That money is not money. Sakawa money is not money. But someone will say, oh, chasing someone's husband is to get money is money. You go and chase someone's husband to get money. But when they catch you, I wouldn't be there to beat to receive some of the beatings for you. So that's it. So Max Weber is saying that money is very important, wealth is very important. And one thing I've seen, if you have money, it's sweet. You can tell people sleep and the people will sleep. So who is this? Is it Pina or Seisa? Professor.
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. Amen. We have taken it. In fact, I receive it. Okay. I think they are talking of every money is money. I don't think every money is money. I'm
not
supporting
every money
you.
is money.
I'm supporting you. In fact, I'm supporting you 101 over 100.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Because, in fact, any money, blood, the one you call ritual money is evil, not money.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
add the
evil
money.
money.
It's evil. It's evil, not money. Don't add the money.
So, okay, evil.
Yes. It's, in
Then
fact,
evil.
I wanted to. I wanted
side
to.
with
I
you.
want.
You omit the money and then you go with evil. But Sir said, blood money. You see, he added the money. So
Yes,
everybody
that's
is
why I
money.
said that. I was removing that. Let's remove it. We are removing the money. So
Thank you.
when he mentioned what would I call it, NSS money. In fact, the stolen money is corruption, not money. The right name of corruption is stealing, but people don't want to use that word. It is theft. The right word for corruption is theft. So anything you dip your hand and pick it without authority and you use it for your personal gain, that is supposed to be for public. In fact, whatever you do is evil. Because of you, others fulfill their education. Master, the buffer stock guy is from around here. Unless you see how he was misbehaving with money around here. Almost everybody is eager for them to see the man being jailed around here. I am telling you that because of him, go to secondary schools and see what the students were eating. And you think those but their prayers will not go against you. You can't starve people's children and think that you would go scot-free. God of those days was an old man. God of today is a very strong man, in fact, a very gent, and he will deal with you in this world before you get there. So for that matter, anything you use, it is evil. If it is evil, it's evil. So we don't add money there. That is theft. Buffer stock, stolen money is theft, not money. It is theft. That's it.
Okay, so we agree with Max. That is, Max Weber agreed with him, but added that ownership is not the only significant aspect of property. Let's see what he added to it. For example, some powerful people, such as managers of corporation control the means of production, although they do not own them. Yes, so because you are in the hands of buffer stock, you are supposed, it is not yours. It is not yours. But people don't understand this. You see, these things are very important. All of us are going to grow one day and we are going to be in the helms of affairs. We are going to control certain things. The fact that you are in charge of it doesn't mean that you are the owner. And so you should be misusing it anyhow. That's not the right way. Last time I was just sitting by the television, watching ECG. Yes.
I think we are also our own problems. Today, we don't celebrate the source of wealth. We celebrate
what?
Somebody's wealth before we celebrate the fellow. But today, just get money. You don't care wherever you got the money. People will start celebrating you. You are so and so. You are so and so. You are so and so. After they have squandered all the money, and later, if there's problem, they turn their back against you. Are we fair? So at the beginning, what do you do? How do you obtain the money? In fact, the society should query and get to know the source of money before they.
That's our problem. That's our problem. That's our problem. And most of the time, who are you to go and inquire of some of these things? If the person is in charge of buffer stock, do you have access to their documents, their procurement, to be able to say that, oh, this person has done this or has done that? You see, they are in charge. If they don't come out to come and tell you that this is what is happening in our sector, you don't have any authority to go there to go and be asking questions. That is the problem. That is the problem.
I went to one of the secondary school where one of my friends is a storekeeper. They brought the food and they wrote on the bag that buffer stock. They said a bag of rice. The bag of rice, the local rice we know, it is a very big. That's as 5. But when you see the rice, it's not even up to the white man rice bag. It's not up to that. They wrote unless you see the money. Now when I went and I wanted to talk, the man asked me that because of God and because of his children, I shouldn't do that and put him in trouble. Otherwise, I wanted to take those particular. In fact, this is about 3 or 4 years ago that I saw that. I went to the secondary school. I nearly cried. They brought what would I call it? Gary. Gary pa we know we bottom na ya omuche Gary. Ujina hokra ebet the same thing kura besin.
Yes.
You go and see it's not even up to a half bag, and they call it a bag and they put it on kilo. If you refuse to sign, they will just tell you that. In fact, if you are not signing, be ready. They will either if they are fair, they will be fair to you. They will tell you that they are transferring you to a village. Alternatively, they will tell you that you should stay aside. That was the threat they were threatening them in secondary school. And at the end of the day, they are forced to take it. And they'll go and cook and give the children a ladle, just a ladle.
Say Isa, Nobisco. Is it Nobisco?
Nobisco. Yes, I saw the Beza, his house, the amount of the quantum of food they carry there. Now, at the end of the day, what are you going to even tell God? That is theft. You went and carry all the school, and now that is school, they are crying that there's no food too. They went to the Beza's house. Look at the amount of food they went and saw. It can cater for them for more than a month. The whole school. It's not a small school, a very big school. Why? What are we doing?
Let's continue. The managers. So these managers. Now, these managers, as we are speaking, they control property for their own benefit, which seem to award them bonuses and magnificent perks, and then it makes they make no practical differences, that they do not own the property that they are so generously using for their own benefits. All right, so prestigious often derive from property. So the prestige, your popularity will come from your property. However, they may be based on other factors. And for example, we can talk about the Olympic gold medalists, where people are able to win. Let's say Usain Bolt, they are able to win so many awards, and at the end of the day, they become so popular. The Kwajon Kansan, they win. You can talk about great. In fact, some people are also they are also getting prestige, but through different ways, and that one degrade them. You can talk about Kojo Sibe, the NSS boss. You can talk about Gifty or say Mensa or Mensa. All of them, they are famous, but this is they are derived from bad omen, from bad precedents. So which one do you want? Even though they do not own property, they may have very high prestige. So they are popular everywhere. The Sarkodie, the Shatawale, and all of them, they are popular because of their resources and what they are able to, their creativity. So some are able to exchange prestige for property, such as being paid a small fortune for saying that they started their day with the breakfast of champions. And a whole lot of things. So I think these things are self-explanatory when you read them. Then power is also ability to control other people over their objections. Although people will come in to say, I don't want to do this. You cannot tell me to do this. But then your ability to control them is very important. Whether they like it or not, you still control them. So Weber agree with Karl Marx, that property is a major source of power. Property is a major source of power, and it can also lead to conflict when someone wants to dupe you or want to cheat on you, it can degenerate into conflict. You see, and he added that it is not the only source. Position, for example, can also lead to power, and we have example then. So power, as we are talking about, accompanies your property. If you have a say, if you have something, you can get power and talk about that. Then we also have power that is being given to us by the people. That's through legitimate means. So, for example, we are told Hoover happens to be someone whose power did not come from ownership of property. We're told he lived simply and did not accumulate any property. Probably he did something different. His power derived from his position as the head of this powerful government agency. I think from the example there down there, we have spoken about it. Here is it. That's then when you read it, it is direct, you'll be able to get it. So these are the things that give power. These are the various things that put people into social groups or classes or categories. And teachers, what do we make out of this? How do we benefit from this? As teachers, we are expected to use our powers as the head of the class very well. You know that every teacher is a leader. All teachers are leaders. All of us are leaders. So we need to be using the power we have gotten very well. We need to be using them effectively. If you don't use them well, it is up to you. It will go against you. Then teachers should also be strategic in grouping students. We need to be doing such things. We need to be grouping them. Then teachers should question and give examples I think there's a repetition, and they should also try to avoid discrimination and just to prevent conflict and also to be able to use some of this in the classroom. Teachers should use group work to prevent tensions as strife in the classroom. Any contribution?
Yes, I think in our grouping children, we should remember to use SEN.
You should do what? I didn't get you, please.
SEN. We encourage those to take. I said, and I think my network is having a problem. I said, in grouping our students,
Okay.
we should practice SEN, capital SEN. That is special education needs.
Mhm.
Some people are there in our class who are possibly maybe they are having eyesight problem or hearing problem or speech problem. But when you combine them with others, they could contribute meaningfully. But when you allow them one day you think that maybe these people because they don't hear, you neglect them. At the end of the day, you deny them education. So in grouping, you put them and then encourage them to also take part. Sometimes you even you put question this across to them, and you see that they would contribute meaningfully. I remember I was teaching, and I had a guy who was having a stammerer in my class, and the guy had this thing. Anytime you call him, because he was stammerer, he was stammering. Anytime you call him, even if he doesn't know the question, he will do who, and I came and said, "Oh, don't worry, me, I know you know." Then I gave him chalk. I said, "Go to the board." So when the students were laughing, he went to the board, and when he got to the board, he was able to write something. So at least doing that, you can be able to encourage it. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. So, okay, Madam Pina.
Sir,
Yes.
I just wanted to add to what Issa said. In my school, we have rehabilitation attached to it. So when they see that you can do something little, they would just add you to the normal student. So I think one day I was caning them, so I bypassed one. Then he said, "Madam, me so one bumi." So I just yes. The lady was trying to say that why didn't I cane her too? Because he too is part of the class. I felt very bad because yes, I felt very bad because I thought because of the nature of her status, I should bypass her. But she too is insisting that I should cane her too. So I said, okay, then next time I will also cane you. So for them, if you're able to add them to the normal ones, they try to do something for you to also understand them. Thank you.
All right. All right.
She's telling you you were not practicing equality.
Madam, one bumi bra. I'm not quite say. Do you know the pain people are trying to run away from getting kin and you are running towards it. So I think this religion and conflicts, religion and conflict in Africa. I think we've already spoken about it. So you just do some application of knowledge and you'll be done with that. Let's move forward to see other things. Yes, we've spoken about this already. Religion and politics. Is it good? Is it good for religious people to engage in politics?
No, sir.
Say, Isa. Hey, Madam Pina, why?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I believe in relativity. When you go to Rome. I think Rome, the Pope is not only a religious leader, but is considered to also be a political leader.
Mhm.
Religion is going along with politics.
Okay.
When the leaders have the fear of God in their hearts, then they will rule the country according to the way humanity should be lived. But where there is no fear of God, it's away. Then why is it that when they are going to do anything, they are going to start any program, they call religious leaders to pray? Why is it that when there's problem, uh, what will I call falling standard of morality, they call religious leaders to take over? Why is it that when there's conflict, they leave the burden on the religious people to be able to convince? I think religion and politics, they are different sides of the same coin. Even the pastors, even the imams, even the priests, when they get the chance, they speak. What they are saying, they want to convince people, to tell people that our religion is the best. Doing that itself is a politics by itself. That's why I say it's really
Okay.
serious. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. So what's your take, Madam Tina? Madam Tina. Tina Anchi. Hello.
I think the network is having problem. Maybe you can continue
Oh,
when
okay.
she's able to.
Okay. Okay. So politics, politics is seen as a branch of ethics, as a branch of ethics, and ethics is the individual. The individual. That's why you will see that someone is a Christian, and at the end of the day, will be engaging in politics, because it is the individual who determines, I want to do it or I don't want to do it. So it's a branch of ethics done in public, in which experience plays a central role. And again, Craig has also said that politics is the striving for a share of power. It's a striving. So let's see MPP in Ghana. Let us use MPP and NDC as an example. How they will be moving around saying all sorts of propaganda, all sorts of things that are not true about their opponents. That is a strive. Yes. They strive for power, for a share of power. And you ask yourself, are these people saying the truth? There is one guy who composed a song and was saying that in heaven we will not see politicians there to deceive us. I thought it was just on a slightest note, but if you think about it, if God is saying he's going to judge humans, if he's just going to judge humans, and we are all doing some of these things, politicians are doing some of these things, then we ask ourselves, are they going to heaven? Is it not contrary to what the Bible teaches? And they are doing that. They will tell you, they know that the thing is black, but because they are striving for power, they will tell you this is red or this is green gold. That is what they mostly do. And so for Craig sees politics to be striving for a share of power, or for influence on the distribution of power. So we have an influence. Do you even know that in our education system, politics Politics play important role. Not so bad. I'm dealing with politics. It is too much. Oh, politics plays an important role in the Pina. Pina, you're having at me, right? Ah, politics plays an important role in the and they, let's say, in curriculum development, you need the politician to allocate money for it. Let's say training of teachers. Of course, we have private entities who are helping in training, but then the curriculum are being used, the teachers are being paid, research, book and research allowance are being paid by the government. And so government and let's say politics play important role. We saw after the students have been trained, they need to be posted. You need politics. So politics is everywhere. But then, is it true that all politicians are going to heaven? They are all going to get a better place after they are dead and gone. And so Max Weber, in his Die Protestant Ethic, that's a work he wrote, and the spirit of capitalism illustrates the general trend of this thinking. Weber began by noting the statistical correlation between German interest and success in capitalism. No, what are we talking about here? So he then attributed this relationship between capitalism and Protestantism to certain accidentals. Like no. We're talking about politics. I think I need to look at this. Okay, so the Protestant ethics, let us use the opportunity to just look at it. But then the argument is politics good or bad? So Weber began by noting the statistical correlation in Germany or in German community between interest and success in capitalist ventures on the other hand, and the Protestant background on the other hand. Then he attributed this relationship between capitalist and Protestantism to certain accidental psychological consequence of notions of predestination and calling. I don't see what's this one. So in Calvin's formulation, the doctrine of predestination stated that sinful humanity could know neither here nor could neither they could know neither why nor not whom God has sent. No. I don't see what this thing is. So this one is basically talking about the Protestant work ethics, that is just making some comparison between capitalism or capitalists and the Protestants, how they perceive anything. But my interest is in politics. So the Protestant morality that Weber had accepted as inescapable destiny came under attack from the youth movement and other individuals. And so what? Okay, so we have something down here. So religious rejections of the world and the this thing is not of no importance to whatever you are doing here. Okay, so I think let us escape that one and concentrate on other things. Religion and the economy. Religion and the economy. Wow. Religion and the economy. And this one too was given to us by Max Weber. Let's see what he also has to say about these aspects. Ah, say that you listen. So an economy is the large set of interrelated production and consumption activities that help in determine how scarce resources are allocated. So here, of course, we say production is incomplete or is incomplete before it gets to the final consumer. And so in the economy, we hear production, we hear production of goods. We also hear consumption of products. And so far as you're talking about economy, then these things need to come in play. So what role does religion play in there? What role does it play in there? In an economy, the production and consumption of goods and services are used to fulfill the needs of those living and operating within. That is why I say production is incomplete. It doesn't finish when it doesn't get to the people. But does religion have any say in production of goods and services? That's what we need to look out for. So Weber suggested that the Protestant institution and its ethics have played an important role in the development of the economy. And he found that a particular set of religion can influence the economic behavior of its followers. Is that true? Is it true that a particular religious beliefs or religion can influence the people or the believers? Is it true? Who is talking? Is it true that religion or a specific, let's say, religious groups can influence their people on whether to consume certain foods or not? Can that be the case? Certain goods or not? Can that happen? Is that possible? Hey, are you cooking and have left me here alone or what?
Sorry, sir. I didn't hear because I had a problem with my network. I had to.
No. But the question is,
Join again.
my question is
I
it
didn't hear
true?
what you said anyway.
Is it true that a religion can influence its members to buy specific or certain goods? And
Very true, sir.
the question
Yes,
is,
to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, so the question is just coming from the argument that there are various religious sects that influence the economic behavior of their followers. That's why I'm asking you that question. Louise.
Okay, sir. So, let me put it in this context. When you take Islam, for example, when it comes to the buying of specific item, specifically when you talk about some of the items they use in their worship, you don't have any option than to get them yourself. When you talk about their dressing, some of the items that they use in terms of dressing, they are all being influenced by religion.
Okay, I see. So that means whatever we're saying that is true, right? Now whatever Max Weber is saying is true. That there are times the
Yes,
various
yes,
religions,
yes.
the various religions are able, they are manipulated, or they do certain things as a result of the beliefs they are following, or they have. Okay, so here it emphasizes the extent to which the religious conception of the world of existence have influenced the economic behavior of the various societies, and how it has also um, westernized some of them. All right. So, of course, because I am in this religion, and the religion preaches or talks against me engaging in certain behaviors, it is possible I will not do such things, and it will go, or it will influence whether I'll engage myself in certain things or not. So it's like being a Christian and now deciding whether you want to sell alcohol, or you want to start a bar, drinking spots, let's say a pub. Will you do that, or because of your religion, you will not do that? You see, it comes down to that aspect. So because of the religion, the possibility that you not engage yourself in certain things or in certain behaviors is very high. Is very, very high. And so Weber says that the Calvinist sect of Protestant Christian religion has strong influence on the development of capitalism. As there are certain works they will do because of their religion, and there are certain works they will not do because of their religions. And when that happens, you see, you have nothing to say. A religion can spoil the market, and a religion can choose not to spoil it. They can also choose to hike it. Okay. So Weber then locates a positive relationship between the Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. And so Weber argued that the Protestant ethic is closely related with that. And hold on, it's like the sentence I read up there. So for the capitalists, they desire wealth, not for enjoyment or luxurious living. They want it so that they will use it to make more wealth. That is the capitalist view for you. That whatever wealth we have today, because I have it, now let me use it to take care of myself. Let me use it to expand my business. They will use it to expand their business greatly or largely. And the capitalist, so their test for money making is for its own sake, and it is the essence for modern capitalist. Then capitalism is an economic system which aims at unlimited accumulation of profit from whatever venture they find themselves. And we told capitalism rose in the Western nations like England and other places during the Industrial Revolution, and they were making money out of all of these things. Right. So that is it for us. The Industrial Revolution speaks or talks about the time in which factories were being set up to help in production, and new tools and machines were provided to be able to help in that regard. So we continue to do it. Let me just see one or two things here. All right, so I'll just end the lecture here. I'll end the lecture here. I'm not too comfortable. All right, so we end the lecture here for the block, and we are not meeting for this course again. Tomorrow, God willing, we shall meet for Introduction to More Education, and with that we will draw the curtains on it. But then we've drawn the curtains on sociological perspectives. So I will just work on it and get back to you on that before you write your exams. Is there any question? I just want to, I'm just having some unnecessary headache here.
Sorry.
I feel I'm getting sick. So let's end the lecture here. See you tomorrow when we will be talking about moral education, introduction to moral education. So of course, just as I indicated, questions will come from this, but then the areas where possible questions will be coming from will be communicated to you. And you will have 40 multiple choice for your quiz, 40 multiple choices, and 20 for the exams. And you will all have to write and write well. You see, one person didn't show up throughout this block. That is Gifty. She didn't show up. No. All right. I've heard her. Okay, so see you all tomorrow and have a good evening. We shall.
Same to you, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Eloise.
My mentor sent the regards to you, Mr. Solomon Apia.
Solomon Apia.
Yeah.
The recording is still ongoing, so let's end it. The network is now distant.
Oh, okay. I am grateful. I'm grateful to you. Yeah.
And College of Education.
Then you have many mentors. So you have
your Ebenezer Boache and Solomon Apia.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
okay, speedy recovery, sir.
So Charity. Who is the new daddy in town?
Say so.
Ah, say sir.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Hey, Madam Charity, why are you living with Seisa?
Ask her for me whether I don't know whether she has gone to Boku and has.
Are you in Boko?
Yes, I'm in Boku. I'm in for the outdoor.
Hey.
Thank you very much for representing
Congratulations.
us.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations, sir. We are very grateful to God that He has made it so good. He has
There
made it
was
so
one,
good.
and now I've gotten a very new one.
Yeah, we are very
Oh,
happy.
okay. But
We
please
are
don't
very-
end there. Continue.
Congratulations.
Seisa,
we
congratulations.
are very happy for you.
So I think you will name this as sociological perspective.
It's up to you. Someone has given birth and you are going to give you live. Hey, you are ready.
Madam Pina, are you there?
So this one will be Salamatu Abubakar, sociological perspective.
I'm just listening.
So, Said, I've named him Said.
Hey. Sociological perspective, sir.
Said Ibrahim.
Said Abubakar.
No, it's Abubakar. No. Hey, the father is Abubakar. Hey, that is why today Seisa has not been. And any moment, then he'll tell you, "Oh, my network wasn't working well. My network is disturbing me."
Have you've overheard him saying, "Oh, children are in his house. His place is for children."
Hey, say.
Today now, I'm not fit.
Hey,
That's why.
say.
Hey, oh, I'm very happy. Very happy. Who is the one calling me? Says the cry.
Charity consa.
It's about to say,
Comfort. Have you already given birth? Has Comfort given
Charity
birth? Madam Pina, when is the third born coming? Hey, Madam Esinam, we greet you. when are we coming for our last?
After masters.
I think the recording is still ongoing.
Say, me, I'm waiting for your wedding invitation. Oh.
Then you'll be there for long.
Hey, are you sure?
Eh,
This one, we want to attend the wedding on the graduation day.
latest January or February.
Sir Louis, yo.
Ayo.
wedding.
Madam Charity.
Madam Comfort,
Madam
ayo.
Charity. Yep, how sure why?
Madam Pina, why are you laughing?
Okay, so see you all tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Sir, we wish you speedy recovery. Oh.